Hello travel friends! Today we're taking on Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida for the very first time, and from the moment we walked through the gates, we were blown away. Every land feels incredibly immersive, like stepping into a completely different world, and the ride technology is seriously next level. We lucked out with low crowds and short wait times, which meant we were able to explore all 5 theme portals and ride almost everything in the park. So if you've been wondering whether the Epic Universe hype is real, and if it's worth visiting with your family, stick around because we're sharing all of our thoughts. Let's get started! Our game plan for today, since we've already done Super Nintendo World at Tokyo and in Hollywood, that's one of the most popular lands, so we're actually going to save that for last. We're most excited for the Dark Universe. That's where all the monster stuff is, the Monsters Unchained ride, the cafe where Killian wants to eat.
The
brains. So that's kind of our game plan, start there. Maybe try to hit up Harry Potter. A lot of it's going to be dependent on ride wait times and things like that, but we're just excited to see it and see what all we can do.
And we just want to provide a family perspective. If you've seen a lot of the earlier blogs, a lot of those came out early when the park was still working out its kinks. So our objective here is to give you a non-biased opinion. We're not sponsored by Universal. We paid for our own tickets. We didn't buy express. We haven't honestly done a lot of planning. So we just want to provide our perspective and kind of give you like a hourly breakdown of what things are at, what you can possibly achieve, and whether it's worth the hype. Having been to 3 other Universal parks, how does this compare to the others? All right, so quick update. Bus left the hotel 9:10, about 9:25, and we're just walking into security. So it was a quick and short ride. We got a seat, very pleasant. So far, very easy to follow the shuttle system. And here's what it's looking like. First look. Killian's first reaction. What do you think, Killian?
I love it.
Epic. So today the park opens at 10 a.m. and these are the security lines. It's actually not bad. Considering it's a new park, I was hoping it would be a lot busier. Unless most people are staying on site. We made it to Epic Universe. First impressions, Killian's very excited. He's already running around. And this is why as parents, it's hard to make a cinematic entrance to Epic Universe because you have kids and they're running around, right? So when you see most vloggers, it's like super clean, they're all happy to be here, but you have to watch out for a kid to make sure he doesn't run away. But he's excited. Quick update, so security was pretty simple, considering it's 30 minutes before opening time and only took, like 5 minutes to get through?
You don't even have to scan your tickets, it's facial.
You don't have to scan because we did it once at the other park. They just took our picture, similar to TSA checks, and then they knew it was us. It's linked to the ticket, we're in. So yeah, very easy technology.
So far it's not busy, we'll see how it is once we get in.
Yeah, this doesn't look busy at all. This is 30 minutes before opening. So normally, if we were doing this in like Hollywood, Osaka, or even like Disneyland, this would be really busy. But it doesn't seem like it, so we'll see.
Already in, or if it's going to be a slow day.
Right, are people already in? I don't know. The first impressions, park looks very open and spread out. I see what people mean about like no shade. Like there's literally no place to stand. Like if you're looking for, right now it's nice, it's mid-November. The weather is beautiful, but if this was like peak of summer, high humidity, yeah, I can see how this would be really hot. Here's the grand reveal. So this is Celestial Park right here. You're greeted by these massive statues, Greek statues. It's the Helios Hotel, so if you want to stay as close as you can to the park, that's your option. And this is supposed to be one of the coolest sit-down places with views of the water show here, or water fountains. All right, first order of business, we bought the soda bottle yesterday at Islands of Adventure. So we're gonna get that reactivated. And just to talk a little bit more about this, so the way it works is you pay $20 for the initial souvenir cup. That includes, that's all you can drink soda for the day, 24 hours.
Water, tea,
Soda, water, anything from the machine.
anything.
And then obviously you can keep the souvenir cup. And then the next day you can pay an additional $12. Is that right?
Yeah, it's $12.99 for the refill. And what sold me on it is you can use it for future trips. So like, let's say we come back in a few months, you bring this and it's going to be $13 for all you can drink all day.
If you remember to pack it.
If you remember to pack. And I do think eventually they expire, but it's after like a couple of years. So.
And we're gonna do this, the 5 World Soda Challenge, I believe is what it's called. So basically each world has a unique soda flavor. And we're gonna showcase those and let you know what our favorite one is. If you do like to start the day with a little cocktail, this bar is right behind the entrance to Dark Universe and it opens at 10 a.m. So if you want a pina colada at 10 a.m., why not? Well, I guess they're very loose when it comes to the opening because we were told 9 a.m. is when it opens, sorry, 10 a.m. And suddenly the people just left, so yeah, it's open 5 minutes early. Wow. That is nice. That was a cool entrance. What do you see there, Killian? Is that jail? Ooh. Wow, a lot of chances for cool photo ops. I can only imagine what this looks like at night. Have to come back. Ken, what do you think so far? Do you like it?
This is like the coolest theming ever. It feels like you're in like medieval times.
I mean, this really does take you like you're in Frankenstein's land. That's cool. So for our first ride, Frankenstein, which is one of the top ones Jen wanted to do, it's unfortunately delayed.
All right, so since the Monsters Unchained was closed, we did the Curse of the Werewolf coaster, which is like a spinning coaster that goes back and forth. It was really fun. What did you think, Killian?
I loved it.
Yeah, it reminded me kind of like the Crushes coaster in Disneyland Paris, but this was more exciting and I felt like it went faster. So it was a good way to wake up and get the day started.
It was a short wait.
Oh yeah, it was only a 10-minute wait, so even better. All right, so now we're doing Stardust Racers. I hear this is one of the most popular coasters and it's only a 15-minute wait. Killian's excited because he's actually tall enough for this one, so let's go check it out. So we just got off of Stardust Racers. That ride was crazy. It's probably the closest that I felt to like Flying Dinosaur or like Velocicoaster that we did yesterday. I'm shocked that Killian could do it. What did you think?
I am dead.
He said he loved it, but it goes upside down like what, 2, 3, 4 times. You're like flying. You come up out of your seat. Like it was crazy. Awesome ride, especially for the 15-minute wait. Like don't skip this one.
Right, that's always my favorite part when it feels like you're climbing out of the seat and then
It feels like you're like flying. It's crazy. It was
nice.
awesome.
Quick update. So it's 9:39. So far we've done 2 rides.
Yes.
The Frankenstein something.
Curse of the Werewolf.
Curse of the Werewolf and Stardust Racer. So now we're moving on to
Isle of Berk.
Isle
We're
of
gonna
Berk.
try to do both of the rides in here.
So we're gonna start with Dragon Racer here at the Isle of Berk. This is the one where you're supposed to be able to turn yourself upside down. Let's see if we can conquer that.
I was preparing myself to maybe do like a few rides. All right, so next up we're doing Dragon Racers Rally. So this is the one where you can like flip yourself if you lean to the side. So not sure if I want to do that. So we're gonna try this one, and then we're gonna do the Hiccups roller coaster after this. But yeah, so far today the wait times have been much better than I thought. We heard yesterday that wait times were what, like a couple hours for all the most popular rides by like 10 a.m. 11 a.m. and today we're already on to our 3rd ride. And even the rides over at Super Nintendo World, the busiest one is 60 minutes, which is for Donkey Kong. And then for Harry Potter, that one's at 90 minutes, so still pretty busy, but we're really pleasantly surprised with the wait times today. So I'm not sure if it'll pick up later or if we just lucked out. All right, so we just did the Dragon Rally Racers, I think it's called. That one I would say, unless you can get it to flip, to me it didn't really feel like it was worth the wait. Mostly because it was super short. So like you go up, you go around twice, and then you come back down. So I would say that one I probably wouldn't wait like the 25 minutes again. But now we're gonna try Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which is another coaster style ride. This one looks really fun. You get to ride in a dragon. So Killian's excited for this one. So let's see how this one compares.
Yeah, just to add, really the appeal of the Dragon one is if you can get it to flip. Otherwise, it's a relatively tame ride, not many thrills, but just figuring out that challenge. I think that's what makes it cool. I love the theming on the water fountains. As we've officially experienced our first ride breakdown, we were at Hiccup's Wing Glider, I believe is what it's called. So this is like the mini roller coaster here at the Isle of Berk. And it said it was only a 15-minute wait. We got in, we were breezing through, we were probably a few minutes away, and then there was a ride delay, it broke down. They kept announcing, oh, it's gonna be fixed soon, they got people off. And we waited maybe an extra 20 minutes and nothing, so we just made an audible, got out of the line, so instead we're gonna have a snack. So far quite a few rides that have been delayed. Hopefully not a bad trend. Hopefully we can still catch them all. It's still early in the day, but yeah, I guess they're still working out some kinks. All right, so the flavor for the Isle of Berk, how to train your dragon, is Dragon Splash. Looks like a lemony drink. So let's see what Jen thinks.
Like a hint of like lime flavor, but it just tastes mostly carbonated. I don't taste a lot of flavor.
I get like hints of Mountain Dew, like a cross between a Sprite and a Mountain Dew. I don't know if I like it, or it's not my favorite. And for our first snack, we're here at Grog and Gruel Hooligans. And this has the famous mac and cheese in a tube. And that looks absolutely delicious. And a cone, sorry. So these are all the kinds of mac and cheese cones. So you have a Harvest creamy one with maple glazed turkey. You have a classic mac and cheese, and then a PB&J. And they're all $18.99 to $17 to $19.
All right, so this is the PB&J mac and cheese cone. So far, all I really taste is pulled pork, but it's nice. It's good. The mac and cheese is nice and creamy. Let me try the cone now. That looks really good. That's really good. It reminds me of like when you get like mac and cheese or like soup, chili, like in a bread bowl. That's exactly what it's like. It's just in like a walkable format, but it's really good. It's a little pricey at $20, but seems pretty hefty. Good snack for a few to split. So I would recommend it.
How's the sweetness?
So far, I don't taste any sweetness at all. I don't know if I just haven't gotten to that part yet, but all I taste really is the pork. I think this is the peanut butter part, the like bacon here. It's still not overly sweet. It's more flavorful. It doesn't taste sweet to me at all.
I really enjoyed it. The mac and cheese is very creamy. My only complaint is that there's not a lot of meat. It's only on the top, so very little protein. But the bread tastes really nice too. It's almost like having garlic bread with your mac and cheese. I like it. Thought it was gonna be hard. Oh, there is more. It still doesn't feel very meaty. And now we're making a stop to Vikings Playground. So this is an area for little kids to run around and burn some energy. So let me try to give you a preview here with following Killian. See what he's doing here. So they have this cool dragon where you can swing. Yeah, that's nice. Can you sit in there too? Oh, those are the wings. Okay. I think you can do another kid on the other side, almost like one of those balancing things. I forget the name. Looks like there's a slide on the top if you come up. Killian's gonna test it for us. You wanna go in? And then come back here. Oh, here's a map of everything. See the shipwreck slides? Oh, they make noise. That's cool. Oh, look, you can play drums. Lots of areas to explore here. And you get cool views of Stardust Racer. That's the coaster we did earlier. Very nice. So Killian's going through this bridge to get to that side. This takes you to this lookout point. What was that? What is this one? It's a lot of dragons. And there's this cool lookout point. Look at those views right there. Now we're at the Dragon Vision. So I have these cool binoculars here so you can see down. Can you see? Really cool views from here. Like look, what about this one? Killian's doing the slide. He made it. And then here on the back seems like more of a little kids area. So they have this tiny slide. Obviously a little too small for Killian, but if you have a little one, perfect. And then what I also like is that in this area they actually have family restrooms and then water stations. All right, quick update. We just got an alert that the Monsters ride just reopened. So Jen's making a run for it.
Come closer, little lab rats. Come close. I won't hurt you.
Experiment in one piece. But Egon, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment. Look closely. This is a catacombs navigation unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends get to ride one. Use it, Igor steers, nothing goes wrong. Yeah? Yes, doctor! The doctor will see you now. This is fun, yes?
These people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. He is amazing, better than the original. He is the key to our most exciting experiment. For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. And only one remains. I will control my ultimate challenge. That wasn't us.
Silence, creature. I will show you when you're ready.
These two just don't get along. The Dracula experiment is the last piece of the puzzle. And with your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the doors!
So this was, I know, your most anticipated ride. What did you think?
Yeah, so I thought it was really good. It wasn't like super scary like compared to the roller coasters that we've done, but just like the theming and then the technology, how they mix like the screens with the animatronics and stuff coming at you and then the ride vehicle. I thought it was really cool, really innovative. It's similar to Harry Potter, but I felt like much more immersive. And the screens were like much more updated, like crisp, clear, so it looked like you were in like the scene. Whereas the Harry Potter ones are kind of like more worn. So I thought it was really good. I think Killian was a little underwhelmed. He said he thought it was going to be better, but it was exactly as good as I thought it was going to be.
Saying Killian's more into the thrills, and this one's not thrilly. It's more about the emotion, like you were saying, the immersiveness, the story too. The one thing to keep in mind, and this applies to many rides, so this is one where you're gonna have to take off everything, but they don't put it through a scanner. So just something to keep in mind. So if you have a small device, it's probably fine. But you really have to secure it. Like I wish I had my phone right before the ride started to like record. There was like a cool scene with like
Because that's part of the story.
Yeah, like
he's missing.
Dracula's coffin being open. Yeah, I wish I could have like gotten some footage of that. But yeah, so just so you know, you don't have to put everything away, but they don't scan it. So do as you want with that information.
All right, so now that we hit up that, which was our most anticipated ride, finally opened midway through the day. By the way, it's only 12:30. We've only been here like two and a half hours, and it feels like we've been here all day. We still need to do Super Nintendo World and the Harry Potter Land. Still need to check those out. But for now, there's a couple snacks that we really want to check out in Dark Universe, including a brain dessert that Killian has been excited about. So
Yeah!
so we're gonna go maybe take a little break, cool off, do that now, and then we'll make our way out into those last couple lands that we have to check out.
Just the final thoughts, be patient with this ride. Because of all the technology and all the immersion, obviously there's a lot of moving pieces, more things can go wrong. So it's not unusual for this ride to be delayed.
Yeah, and you can set a notification on the app. So you can set a notification for rides that you really want to ride that have a low wait time, or if a ride is delayed for when it reopens. So I set the notification for when it reopens. As soon as we got the pop-up, like when I tell you we sprinted over here, like we sprinted over here. We were in Isle of Berk, sprinted all the way across. We got right in. We maybe waited like 10 minutes. So that's definitely the way to do it.
Of course, with any big ride, you have a gift shop with items that nobody ever needs, but they're cool. Like this Dracula sweater. These, I don't know, what is this, werewolf? Yeah, the werewolf. Killian's got these, You can get this mini Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, some hats, more plushies, Dracula sweater, Frankenstein Loungefly, of course, and then you've got some more plushies for the kiddos. A Bitty Monsters zipper refill for only $33.99.
Right, it won't turn you drunk, but it might turn you invisible. When you finish your drink, use it like a water bottle out there. And if you need another one, bring this back. Your refills are half price.
Ooh, nice.
So this is all the draft beer selection. So you can see some common hitters like Modelo, Bud Light, Strongbow Cider, some IPAs. The theming on this bar is just incredible. Just a quick preview of the menu. So the Reaper's Reserve, which is a brown ale with cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. This one it's exclusive to the tavern, so you can only find it here. The other one that's exclusive is the dark thorn mead, so we're gonna try that later. These are all the other options, but I like that there's even options for kids. So Killian's having the mono cane, which the bartender was saying won't make you drunk, but it won't make you drunk, but it might make you invincible. Oh, so it goes with the movie. It's something to do with the movie. See, I haven't seen the movies in a long time, so I don't know. But I guess someone takes that and turns invisible in the movie. And so that's the one for kids.
All right, and then this is the Reaper's Reserve. It's like a brown ale. Normally, I'm not a big like brown ale fan, but this one is spiced, so I think it has like cinnamon. I think it said like nutmeg in there. It tastes like a holiday, like a Christmas beer. It's really good.
How the bartender describe it?
She said it's like Halloween and Christmas had a baby, which I agree with.
I forgot to show the other side of this, but these are all the other specialty drinks. So one thing to note with the Mono Cave is that you do get to keep the glass, and you can do so it's like $15 for that one, and you get half off refills if you return, if you want to keep having it.
All right, so just a quick thought here. So far at Epic, they have some really cool rides, but they don't have like a ton of rides. But to me, what really seems unique so far about this park is just like the immersiveness of all of the lands and just the theming. Like being able to come to a place like this, like I don't know of any other theme park that has like a themed bar like this where you can come and hang out. So I feel like maybe that's part of the appeal, is just stopping and like appreciating the theming, all the little places, and not just the rides. Although they're fun, it seems like there's a lot more to explore here than just the rides. So for lunch today, we got the Hunter's garlic steak. So this one is a garlic butter pretzel with garlic dipping sauce, but it's a play on words because it's supposed to look like a steak, right? Like a steak that you would drive through a vampire's heart. And then Luis went for the staked grilled chicken and a pita bread with tzatziki sauce. right, so we're at Das Steakhouse, and we came here just for the desserts since we got food at the bar. So Killian saw some reviews of this brain dessert over here. This is the labata cotta. So this is Greek yogurt, vanilla panna cotta brain with raspberry sauce. And then I also did, this is called the Red Velvet Death. So this is red velvet heart beet coffin cake with chocolate crumbs and puffed rice maggots. So these are supposed to look like bugs. And check this out, even the silverware here is black, but it's like metal. It's like metal silverware. It's crazy.
It looks, I gotta say, these look pretty disgusting looking at it. They don't look delicious at all. But that's supposed to be the idea.
How's it?
You like it?
How's it?
What's it taste like?
It tastes like sour at the beginning, and then like you can taste the vanilla more.
You like it? You want to try the? Do you want to try the coffin one?
That one's pretty good.
Which one is better?
I say this one.
Like the cake better?
Yeah. So, this one, I don't know if it's for you too, but for me, it has like a little Reese's taste.
Do you want
Try
to
the
try
maggots.
one of the bugs?
Try one of the bugs.
They're like crunchy.
They taste like bugs.
So in my opinion, both are solid. It depends on what you're after. This is more like a pane cotta. So it's like a light, creamy dessert. So if you're not looking for something too decadent, that's a good choice. This one just tastes like a red velvet cake.
It's supposedly made out like it's got like beets in it.
I don't taste the beets. To me, it just tastes like just like a cake with a little bit of the crunchiness, and then I think is that Oreo sprinkles? Yeah, so I mean it's solid. So it's just, do you want a cake or do you want something more lighter? But I think both are solid.
Yeah.
So over here at Dark Universe, the special soda is Screaming Berry. All right, so how's the Screaming Berry?
That one's good. It has like a hint of cherry, but it's still not super strong. Like it almost tastes watered down a little bit. I don't know if that's the angle they're going for.
You think it's because you got the zero version?
It could be. Maybe we try a little bit of the full flavor version before we leave to see if it makes a difference. Just trying to watch our sugar intake.
Here at the steakhouse, if you want to feel like you've been in jail or you're eating in jail, you can check out this area outside behind this cage. Very cool theming. I don't see a lot of people here, but it's like very nice theming. What is happening? There are a lot of sounds.
We gotta keep it at night. That probably looks so cool at night.
All right, so we're here with Nathan. We've been cruising for 14 days together. Finally catching up with them here at Epic Universe. How are you enjoying your time here so far?
Oh, it's so good. Loved it. Not as good as the Disney Fantasy, honestly. I miss the Disney bubble. But yeah, no, I'm loving checking out Epic. And yeah, my channel is Nathan Patrick Brown, just my name. And so yeah, just vlogged the Fantasy and here in Orlando for a few days and then going on the Wish.
Yeah, so if you want to see what the Wish is during Christmas, check them out. So it's going to be epic. I know, pun intended here, but yeah, you can see all the Christmas decorations. It's the Wish, one of the newest classes. So yeah, go check them out.
Awesome, thanks.
Thanks.
It has been an honor talking, but he must focus on her work now. Please be careful of any emergencies that Hiccup may not have got.
All right, so we just got off of the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. I think it broke down briefly while we were in line, but then luckily it started back up. It was a pretty cool ride. It wasn't like a thrill ride or anything, didn't move too fast. The setup makes it look like it's going to be like a Tower of Terror type ride, but there's not really any big drops or anything. I would say this one is more about like the visuals. The visuals here are just like on another level on these rides. I mean, this one, there were parts where I couldn't tell, like, is that a screen or is that like an animatronic? Like, just super ridiculous visuals. I mean, just that alone makes the ride worth it.
Now, for me, I haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies, and I still enjoyed it. I don't know the storyline, but I guess one of the movies takes place here in France. But yes, yeah, the ride makes it seem like you're gonna drop at some point. So if you don't know, you're bracing for it, but it never happens. What I also like is that this was one of the easiest in terms of storage. So if you're that type of person that's anxious about, okay, where's all my stuff gonna go? There's no locker system in this one. You bring everything with you and you just set it down between your legs. So just something to keep in mind. But yes, very cool animatronics. I would say besides the Frankenstein ride, in terms of like the queue and the visuals on the queue, in terms of the visuals on the queues, I would say this one is ranks number 1 or 2 as far as the coolness of the queues. Like if you're trying to get good like photos and videos of the queues, you're gonna find a lot of opportunities on this one, similar to Frankenstein. Quick update, it is currently 3:20, and so far we've done most of the main rides now.
Yeah.
We just got done doing Harry Potter. Took about 30 minutes. We've done all the ones in Dark Universe. We've done the Flying Dragon Racer. We've also done the, this roller coaster here? Stardust Racers. We haven't done any of the Super Mario. And then the only one, yeah, it's our last land. The only other one is the Hiccup something.
That's the one that broke down while we were in line earlier, so.
Right, that one keeps breaking down and getting delayed, so we haven't got to that one. So we've set on alert to go back to that one as soon as it opens. But I think in the meantime, we're gonna go to Super Mario Land. It's the only one we haven't been to, and let's see what we do later.
I'm thinking we do Super Mario Land, see if any of the rides are short waits. They've been surprisingly short this afternoon, like less than 30 minutes for Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, and Yoshi, which is crazy based on the wait times we've seen. So I'm thinking we see what we can do there, and then maybe do the Carousel is the other big thing we haven't done.
Yeah, if we do those in the next few hours, that's all the rides. So not bad for not having Express, so we'll see. Keep you posted.
My goal is by like 6 o'clock to be heading back into Dark Universe, because that one I think will look really cool in the dark. Unfortunately, we're here on a day where the park closes at 7 p.m. instead of the usual 9 or 10. So we're not going to get to see too much in the dark, But I think that one will look really cool. Maybe do like a last ride and just kind of take that in the nighttime.
Luigi is in Mario World. First impressions, this is just like the one in Tokyo. You come up to the higher floor, you see Bowser's Castle right off the way, you can see Yoshi's going on the distance, and then you go down, I'm assuming that's where you see like Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, and the other ones. So far, very similar to what we're used to. This is an epic universe.
So it feels very similar to the other lands in terms of theming, but this one looks huge. It's got an upstairs and a downstairs, like you said, kind of more similar to Tokyo. But otherwise it looks pretty much the same from what I can tell.
Jen and Killian here doing the challenge. It's about 3:30 p.m. right now on a Tuesday. I don't think I've ever seen Mario Kart this low. 15 minutes. That's crazy. Oh, it's crazy seeing this so empty. There's like no one behind us, rushing us. Of course, it's not your typical land without a store at the end. Let's see if there's any new merch in this one. Looks like the Donkey Kong bands have arrived here.
That was in Japan too.
Is that a different hat, the Donkey Kong hat? I don't remember seeing that before. So far, everything seems similar. I'm also not like an expert on the merch. It looks like a lot of the same stuff. I don't know if there's anything unique to just Florida. Maybe this backpack? I don't know. It's all your Bowser merch. More shirts, cups. When you're ready for a snack, they do have now Turbo Boost treats where you can get a few different types of popcorn buckets, and refills are only $2.49. Or if you just get a one-time cup, those are $6. Here's all the drink options. Single serve soda for $5. Otherwise, the souvenir drink bottles are $34. And here's a quick look at the merch, the popcorn buckets and the drink cups. It really is crazy to me how not busy this is. Like, this does not look crowded at all. I don't know if we just got lucky, came at a perfect time, but I'm not bumping into crowds. We're not shoulder to shoulder, rubbing elbows. Like, this is nice. Yoshi's Adventure is only 10 minutes. I'm assuming by 10 minutes this is gonna be a walk-on. Let's see. There's the green egg. Turn around, Killian! Killian!
Please remain seated. Your Yoshi has stopped momentarily.
And there's the final red egg. Oh no! So it looks like for the snacks here in Florida, the red shell calzone, the green shell calzone, these ones are actually made out of Italian meat sauce and cheese instead of noodles. The one in Japan have noodles. So similar, but just slightly different. In terms of unique sodas, I'm not seeing one for this land, so maybe Super Nintendo doesn't have one. So I like the Donkey Kong Land, kind of has its own little portal. So it kind of follows the theme of Epic Universe. Wow, last time that we did this, back in March in Tokyo, it was so busy you couldn't really walk. This is dead. I cannot emphasize how different this is in terms of crowds. I don't know what it is. Again, it's a Tuesday, mid-November. This is the this is the least crowded I've ever seen this thing. It's insane. I would assume here's where Donkey Kong shows up. I would love to meet him because back in Japan, you have to pay for the picture. Here in the US, usually the cast member will take it for you. So hopefully he comes back. There's the famous DK Crush float, identical to the one we had in Tokyo. I don't know that we'll have another one here again. We already have the cup. I like these little huts here. I don't remember seeing something like this in Tokyo. This is cool. Provides some nice relief from the shade. And here it is, Minecart Madness. Let's see what the wait times are. Before we came to the land, there was like a 90-minute wait, and now it looks like it's on a brief delay. So I don't know if they're queuing up. But this is one that I wouldn't mind repeating because it was so busy in Japan. It was like 2 to 3 hours all day. All right, Jen's gonna help out here. Hey, Killian, keep it going. Just keep it going. Oh! Oh, we got it! Yay! Well, this is one notable difference from Hollywood and Osaka. This Mario statue with coins spinning around. That I've only seen that here in Florida, so that's unique. And then looks like we have some Christmas decorations on. And this is the One-Up factory, which you can just enter from the end. So if you just want to come and do shopping, instead of entering the portal, you can just come straight here. All right, so quick update. It is now 4:41, and we just came out of Super Nintendo World. We basically did Yoshi's Ride and Super Mario, both pretty much a walk-on. They both said 15 minutes. It was a walk-on. The least we've ever waited, which is insane for this land because we were just in Osaka a few months ago and it was crazy busy. Donkey Kong was still a popular one. It was like 90 minutes and a show broken down. But other than that, the other rides were pretty doable without needing express. So pretty much walk-on. So I don't know if this is normal for a Tuesday. I keep saying that, but I'm surprised by the crowds. And now we're gonna move on to the carousel. This one says 15 minutes, but it looks like a walk-on to me. So I think by the time the spin is over, it's gonna be our turn. So this one's supposed to be a carousel, but with a unique twist. So there are basically some of the objects spin as it spins, so it's like a double spin motion. So yeah, should be fun. This is interesting. So there are some that are just spinning like a traditional carousel, and then there's a set of them that are in a circle. You can see the separation. So it's a circle within a circle. And I guess in some of them, like the dragon, you can fit up to 3 people. I guess you can do 2 if you have small kids. So yeah, plenty of options. But if you don't want to move too much, they have these on the edge outside the circles, and then just spin around like a normal carousel. Definitely unique. So Killian's doing the tiger. As you can see, most of them support 2 people. So you can do 2 people, kind of like that. Or you can ride alone. So a lot of them do 2. That one right there is accessible. And then you can also do those. And I think you can do 3 people in those. And then we're in the ones that spin within the circle. So it's double spin action. There's Jan. There's Jan again. I have a wheelchair. You can see the ramp right there. So they basically bring it down and then you can just scoot up. So we just got done doing the carousel, and it was a lovely ride. It's very different than most carousels. So basically each horse supports 2 people. Doesn't have to be kids, they can be adults. And then there's the carriages, those support up to 3 people. And then there's even an accessible one that has a ramp where you can just climb up. There's also the added bonus that some of them are on the inner edge, has like a circle, and they'll spin while it's spinning. The ones on the outer just spin like a regular circle. So yeah, lots of options, lots of cool designs. I like the lighting on the top. It was really nice touch, nice theming. It's probably really cool in the dark. So we might come back and do this one when it's dark. I don't know. The wait was 15 minutes, so it was pretty much a walk-on. But by the time they do all the setup, it actually takes some time because I gotta check everybody. So unlike Islands of Adventure, where we did the carousel and the seatbelt's kind of a joke, you kind of just circle it however you want. It doesn't even have to be tied. Here it's a legit seatbelt, and it's tied. So yeah, I guess they take the security a little more serious, or the safety. So it's nice. So yeah, we might come back. This is definitely a land coming back to once the sun has settled and there's no weird lighting or shades. So you can see that. You can really see everything. This is probably like the best lighting right now to get footage or do photos. All right, so after the second time, we finally conquered Hiccup's wing gliders. So initially in the morning, we waited about 20 minutes. It broke down. This time it said 15 minutes, pretty much a walk-on. So overall, we waited about 25 minutes. Not too bad. I really enjoyed the ride. It reminded me a lot of the Harry Potter, the smaller roller coaster. But this one's a lot quicker. It does those twists, which makes you think like it's flying, and then there's a part where you see Toothless, and it really accelerates. It's really nice. What did you think, Killian?
I liked it. My favorite part was when you think you're gonna go up, but then it comes back, and then you see like the dragons, and then after a few seconds, it goes really fast.
Yeah, there's a part with like a bunch of eggs, and they're gonna crack, and I think that's what he's talking about. So I like the theming. It was, pretty basic, but it was more than like a lot of the coasters, where there's theming at the beginning and there's nothing in between. Here, it makes it a little bit more immersive. So I enjoyed it. It was nice. I would totally do it again. Some of the merch available.
right, so now it's going on like, what time is it? 5:30 right now? The park closes at 7, so Killian really wants to do the Stardust racers again. He says that was his favorite, the most scary one. So I think we're going to do that again, and then maybe just revisit Dark Universe, maybe Harry Potter, depending on time. Just check it out at night, and then that's going to pretty much do it for here for the day.
I am so glad. I would be upset if I had paid for Express, which we did consider.
I was thinking that too. It was $289, and you absolutely did not need it today.
No.
I think the only ride we didn't do was the Donkey Kong ride, and we've
Right,
done it.
so far.
So not a huge loss.
But like, if it was priced at 100, we would have been tempted to do it. I think that's a reasonable price. And so, for avoiding that, because it was 280, we got priced out.
Yeah.
And we're still doing all the rides. So. So we went for second round of Stardust Racers, and I gotta say it comes alive at night, or it comes alive at night, and it did not disappoint, right?
Yeah, it felt more crazy somehow than the first time, and the lights and music weren't working, and it still felt crazy.
But there's still like a lot of lights. There's other things that are lit up, and it's more visible at night. Like the whole park really comes to life. So definitely, if you're staying through the evening, come check out some of the other stuff when it's lit up because it's nice. We're gonna go to Dark Universe soon and check that out. So over in Celestial Land, right next to the Isle of Berk, stumble upon this small store that has tteokbokki skewer and kimchi bao. Lots of good options, but I can only try so many, so I'm going for the top 2. Okay, so the grilled hot dog and cheese is very impressive. So it's like rice cake covering the hot dog with cheese, and then it has like an aioli and barbecue sauce. It's really good. It tastes very unique, much better than a corn dog for sure. And then we've also gone for some kimchi bao buns. Really enjoyed those snacks. That hot dog beef skewer really hit the spot with the crispy cheese. Really gave it a nice touch. The rice cake, I could do without it. It's neutral to me. But the flavors, a little yuku sauce, scallions, I mean, it's a nice touch. I loved it. Also the chicken kimchi baos, those were solid. I wish I would have tried the pork dumplings too, but I wasn't that hungry. So yeah, nice snack. I'll definitely try again. So quick update, it's 6:20 now. Park closes at 7 p.m. We're gonna go back to Dark Universe, get some shots while it's lit up. And then we're gonna see if we do Frankenstein again, maybe?
You know, it's been down.
Oh, it's been down? Okay. Maybe go back to the tavern, get a final drink, and just enjoy it. See how it is at night. Otherwise, we're gonna end it here soon. It really comes alive at night. You see people just chilling here, ending their day, admiring the fountains. So beautiful. Wow, it looks so cool at night. Everyone's coming back for that dark shot here. Definitely feels a lot more scary even though it's the same thing. Yeah. Alright, so it's 7 p.m. The park is officially closed, so we went back to Dark Universe and redid all the rides. So we did the Curse of the Werewolf, and we did Frankenstein, and it was
Unchained,
Monsters Unchained. It was just as good,
if not better.
if not better, the second time because we were paying more attention.
Yeah, you notice more details, I feel like.
Yeah,
I could
because
do it again.
I think when it's new, you're trying to like brace yourself, like you don't know what to expect. Once you know what to expect,
Yeah, it's cool.
now you're looking for different stuff. So now that the park is or the rides are closed, since we have an hour before the shuttle, we're gonna see if we can get back into the tavern. The app says it's open till 10. We'll see.
I don't think it is. I think that's
Well, that was a miss on the tavern. I guess the app had the incorrect hours. So, but
I would have rather done the ride again than have another drink.
But we did the ride. Right.
It's worth doing the ride.
Yeah, because we thought about doing it before the ride, but so yeah, I guess everything closes at 7.
Yeah.
Hopefully it shows on camera, but that's supposed to be the light from each of the portals coming together in one. See that? So there's 4 portals and then the one center land. Alright, so I think we're gonna end it here. We've done all the rides we wanted. It's been a great day. Pretty much everything that we wanted to do except Donkey Kong. And we didn't do the water ride at the Isle of Berk because we didn't want to get wet. So anyway, yeah, it's been a great night. We've done everything that we can, plus some rides we did twice. And without having to do express. So all in all, good day. I don't know if this is the normal crowds for Tuesdays, but yeah, we did really good.
Yeah, I think based on what we heard from friends yesterday, I think we lucked out. It might be because the park was closing at 7, so maybe not as many people come because you get 3 hours less. But yeah, like you said, we rode everything we wanted to. Only a couple rides we missed, and then we rode 3 rides twice. So I mean, we did a ton of stuff. We're all exhausted, but definitely want to come back here. I mean, just like the immersiveness of these lands is just like outstanding. Even if you came and didn't ride any rides and all you did was walk around the lands all day, I feel like you'd still have a great time. Just seeing it, experiencing it, it's like on a whole nother level of how immersed you are in all of the lands. And then you add in like the technology of the rides, it's just like blew my mind. I think the hype is real. Like, definitely come here if you get a chance.
And there's also a lot of restaurants, bars that we didn't check out. I think we mostly had snacks, so yeah, that's another thing to come back for, like the Atlantic restaurant.
Yes.
That has awesome views. We didn't try that. The Asian restaurant looked really good, and just a few other taverns. So yeah, definitely plenty of reasons to come back. Although we did a lot of it in one day, definitely need more than that to really explore everything.
I was gonna say, I feel like if we came back, you could slow down, really explore all the lands and appreciate all the little things and not focus so much on like gotta do all the rides, because we already did that today. So we will definitely be back in the future.
So we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching.